got a good one for you guys today. We obviously just picked up the mini truck from the Gears Getting Done by our buddies John and Nate, and that was money well spent because we didn't have to deal with it and we know that it's right.
The plan was to get this thing back in the garage, start busting butt on it, but we had a big change of plans this week.
We've got another recovery that we have no business doing. And of course, it happens before the mini truck's done.
We literally got a picture this morning of our good buddy's boat at the bottom of a lake, holding onto the dock for dear life.
So from what we know, they launched the boat last night, tied it up to their dock, went inside, came back out the next morning with their swimsuits on, ready to go out on the lake, and their boat was on the bottom. So...
That's a bad story.
From what that's what we know. We obviously don't know the whole story, and I'm sure when we get there, we're gonna know more about exactly what happened. But before we head up there, we've got to figure out how we're going to get that boat off of the bottom of the lake, and we have an idea. This thing looks like it has never had a coat of wax on this paint ever. Dirt and water have just been sticking to this paint and windows and everything like crazy. So we're gonna hurry and throw some ceramic coat on this puppy, and we're using Avalon King's new Armor Shield Max. It takes an hour or less to coat the entire vehicle, including the glass, wheels, and the trim. And it pretty much instantly restored this trim. The cool thing about this new Armor Shield Max versus their older product is it takes half the time to apply and it's 6 times faster to cure on the vehicle. It literally only takes a few hours and this thing's completely roadworthy.
This product doesn't just have to be used for cars, it can be used for showers, tubs, bikes, patio sets, literally anything that you want to protect and keep clean.
For reference on your own rig, we use 2 of these to coat the entire truck, but if you have a small to medium-sized vehicle, 1 kit will do the entire rig. This coating makes everything hydrophobic, so water and dust just bead right off of it. This ceramic coating is super easy to apply. It's designed for hobbyists and car enthusiasts, but trusted by professional detailers. Armor Shield Max uses nanotechnology to seal all the pores in your paint and cures to a hardened, glossy finish.
This kit contains everything that you need to achieve a professional finish, typically costing over $1,000, so this saves you hundreds.
Use our code to get 20 bucks off your purchase of Avalon King's new Armor Shield Max. Their link is in our description, and thank you so much Avalon King for sponsoring today's video and helping us make the Peck Brothers truck look brand new again. Alright, we gotta make a quick pit stop at Walmart to grab some supplies.
Just the bare essentials. This is the last of our dough.
Hey, what do I look like?
Here we go. It's about time we start taking YouTube serious. Alright, we want 12 here. 12? We're kind of balling out today.
The store literally closed like 10 minutes ago, but we got lucky enough to get checked out. We should be good to go.
Well, I think we just rolled up. It's 1:16 a.m. and we were gonna go try to scope it out tonight, but I think we're just gonna hit the sack and wake up tomorrow and hit it hard. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. Like, I can't even believe this is a real place.
No kidding.
It's gorgeous, but they said that the water is freezing. It'll dang near put hair on your lips.
Yeah, we'll
Alex
see it
doesn't need
anymore.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, if I owned this boat and I came out and it was sunk in the morning, I would die.
Oh
They're
man.
in so much better spirits than I would have been.
Is it bad?
Yeah, we're gonna have to try to talk some of their guys into getting in. I don't know if we're doing this.
Like compared to the cold plunge, where is it?
Like 1 degree warmer.
Oh, okay.
Plunge.
Oh, dude. This wasn't that bad.
The dudes are getting down.
That's definitely bad. They said just jump in, and I'm not doing it.
You gotta just sink in.
Braid, they said it won't start. What are you doing?
Well, what if I started it and floored it? It should come out of it.
It should plane, I would think.
Alex, I need you to dive down there and get the drain plug in the back.
Can you get it?
Here, you hand me the camera.
No.
You guys are gonna all learn today how big of a wuss Alex really is.
Yeah, I grew up with this guy, and he betrays me like that.
We gotta get this thing out. This is just sad. This just makes me sad. You know, to sit there and save your money for years for a boat. You finally get the one you want, the one you love. You get your family out here on vacation to go have fun in your new boat, and you come out in the morning and it's sunk, and all that whole dream's gone, all your money's gone.
Before you even get to use it once.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for these guys.
This is literally a nightmare.
Oh, it really
You
is.
own a boat, this is your nightmare.
Yeah. 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 That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
it is.
All right, who's telling the story here? This is the owner of the boat. This is the reason it sunk.
I think he ought to tell the story. It's short and sweet. We did not put plugs in it, and then sat down here as a family for 2 hours and didn't notice it sunk.
And then went on a razor
And then
ride.
left.
And then went on a razor ride for 2 hours.
And the way we noticed it was sunk is our wakeboards and life jackets were floating away. And then we're like, shoot! We all ran down to-
The question is, did they call the right people?
Well, that's definitely, they made 2 bad decisions in this trip.
Yeah.
All I can say is this has almost happened to us a couple of times.
Multiple
You just
times.
get so focused on having fun and making sure you got your drinks and your food and everything else, you just, I don't know, drain plugs just aren't the first thing that you think about.
It's like the headlights in your truck. You know you need to shut them off at night, but every now and again, you forget. And then your battery's dead in the morning.
All right, what's the plan here?
All right, so there's a couple ways that this can be done, and we don't have any of those ways. So we're going to get the Jeeps, and we're going to create like a little crane system with the winches on our Jeeps. So we got to go get the Jeeps, get them ready. We have this little contraption that we don't know if it's going to work. It's going to be fun to see if it will, but that's the route that we're going to take with this because we have no other choice.
The question is how heavy is that boat actually until it starts coming up out of the water? Is it lighter than you would think or heavier than you would think? Because in my mind, it's lighter than you would think because it's underwater, but there's part of the boat that's still buoyant in the front, so it's pivoting on that, so it's probably hard to tell.
But really, all we got to do is get the side that's like under. If we can get the side up, we brought a trash pump that'll pump the water out. Just as long as we can get that thing up, we should be able to get it to float again.
If this don't work, you have our permission to absolutely roast us in the comments.
brought fence panels?
Yeah, we gotta keep people out of the area.
Exactly.
There's a big problem with cows in
Yeah.
this area. We don't want a cow coming in and getting in the way.
They're gonna be a hazard on a recovery.
All right.
Once we set the fence up, then we can figure out how we're gonna do this.
Keep people out of there. All right.
Yeah,
Like her. You stay out of here.
you called the right guy, we can assure you. Everything we know. Look,
All right, the plan is we're gonna set up our scaffolding in the water right behind the boat. And for those of you who don't know our backstory, we have history in construction before we started YouTubing full time. So we had the scaffolding laying around and it's a perfect use for it. The good part about it is it should span the width of the boat so it can like kind of cradle the edges and pull it directly up. The other good thing about it is it's like light enough that we're actually gonna be able to get it out of the water once the boat's up and home free. If we made some huge contraption here, it would be stuck in the water. There's no way we'd be able to get to it. The big problem with this is that it's literally manpower to set up this contraption because we're so far from the land. This boat's like probably 60 feet from anywhere you can get a vehicle. Everything else about the plan will make more sense once it gets rigged up.
we're just hoping with all these other boats out on the lake creating these humongous waves as they're coming into shore, we're just hoping that it's not gonna like sink the bow in and completely submerge the boat, because then I don't think our plan's gonna work.
I don't want to
after
get
that.
squished in between the dock either. There's some serious surf boats putting out some huge waves.
I don't think you'll hurt the dock. So, for anybody wondering, these came off of the bend pack lift that we got in the shop when it got shipped. And these here came off the Super Duty chassis that's on the mini truck right now. They were an old link mount bracket. So that's where the feet came from. We're hoping that when we set this down in the water, the feet are gonna help it so it doesn't wanna just sink down when it's got pressure.
I just can't help but think of these people driving past going, why do they have scaffolding? And no wonder their boat sunk.
Yeah, no kidding.
Guys like us. Who uses scaffolding for recovery? That's the other question.
This is probably going to tell us if we will keep doing recoveries in the future or if we should just throw in the towel.
This is the only thing that actually means business that we brought that's actually for sure gonna work.
Well,
Don't say that.
yeah, that was definitely
I
not
should
good.
not have said that,
Well,
actually.
we might as well start looking for a new one, because that didn't work.
All right, we got it. All right, we got this puppy all rigged up. Winch lines back to the Jeeps. We had to extend my winch line because we broke it a while ago and it's too short, like 3 feet too short. So the winch lines are coming up to our worn snatch blocks on either side of our scaffolding, held up by our big 4x4 beam, down to a strap that's running underneath the boat. And we're gonna start tugging on it and see if this works. If it doesn't work, at least we have one thing that we know won't work. You know, then we're kind of narrowing stuff down.
Well, we're known for doing things twice on this channel, so I figure we just got to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah, first
so
one
the
out of the
second
way.
one works.
Exactly.
Just do the first one quick. We got people coming up left and right wondering what the flip we've got rigged up out here.
It kind of looks like we're gonna do some drywall out here.
Yeah, you know, along with what you said though, if it works, you're the man.
Yeah.
Because you pulled a flipping sunk Malibu out with construction scaffolding.
Nobody can say anything until it doesn't work.
And then again, like we said, you have our permission,
Full permission.
to just
Roast.
us in the comments. I don't blame you.
All right, here's a moment of truth. So that side over there is really sunk deeper than this side. So we're gonna winch, that side's hooked up to my Jeep, and he's gonna winch that to see if we can get it to even level out.
Just kidding. We had to re-rig this, have a snatch block down here that comes up, back down to the boat. We're hoping that doesn't want to tilt the scaffolding backwards when we pull. Go ahead. More.
Oh man, this dude.
Is it going?
Oh yeah.
Go a little more.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Dude, it's straight.
Okay, up. Okay, hit Caleb's. Okay, little more.
No way.
Little more.
Dude, it's coming.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's get this up going.
Dude,
No way. That looks too easy.
I'm not gonna say anything until we're floating.
Yeah,
But
we're dang close.
We're close.
The front bow is almost in the water though. Like,
We just got to go a little bit more, and every time we lift the back up, the front gets closer to being in the water. And if the front goes in the water, I mean, I don't know how much worse it could get from what it was, but we're probably in big trouble if the front goes in.
okay, bump yours. Same time. Whoa.
Oh man.
We're barely out of the water on all of them. Now we'll just let that sump work and get the water out of the inside, and hopefully it just comes right up, but we got it.
Look at
Straight.
dude, no way.
We didn't damage anything.
Bray, that worked like a dame.
Dude, it worked like a dame. Jerry, did you think it was gonna work? Like, really?
No.
Are you gonna take credit for the idea now that it worked?
No, I'm still kind of on Jerry's side. I didn't think it was gonna work. I just wanted to see if it would. The fact that scaffolding doubles as a boat recovery service, we might just need to throw some floaties on the bottom and go cruise the lakes. See if anybody else needs it.
We came here to get this puppy out of the water, so the job's only like 3/4 the way done. The next part of this is figuring out how to get this boat onto the trailer at the marina and back out of the water to drain the rest of it, because the bilge pumps won't work, right?
No, they're not working.
They're not working. So it's still got a bunch of water in it that we can't get to. So this guy's gonna come help us get this boat, at least tow us over there to the marina, but we're probably gonna have to get, you're gonna have to get in the water, for sure. We're all gonna be in the water trying to push this boat, because you can only tow it so far towards the boat ramp. We're gonna have to push it the rest of the way. You catch any fish?
I did earlier.
Sir.
What do you
I'm
think?
hoping we just drift right into where we need to be. That's my only hope.
I don't know how long you've been watching our channel, but that just ain't the way it goes.
Nice.
It does break. It kills me.
We did it.
Okay, I'm gonna just put some red Loctite on these drain plugs.
There's no reason to take them out, right?
No, absolutely.
This was the culprit.
Feel those cowboy boots.
Oh. Are you gonna forget the drain plugs next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was an absolute success, and it looks like we're gonna be doing recoveries more.
If you've ever wondered if you can sink a boat and recover it with some scaffolding, it is possible. I don't want to hear any more from you the rest of my life that you're tough.
Yeah, at all.
Never claimed to be.
I've had it.